Hi guys, today we want to look at what is the ideal admission process, how it should be. Ma'am, there are a lot of B school which are very hell-bent on cutoffs, ki cutoff bahut high chahiye. There are some colleges which give a very stressful interview for students. So today we want to understand how the admission process works in your college and how it should be ideally how every B school should do. So before we go to that, I want to talk about you. So can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. So my name is Pallavi Lohokare. I am heading the Office of Admissions and Financial Aid in Flame University. I can proudly mention that this is my 10th year in Flame. So can surely authoritatively talk about this topic. When it comes to the admission process of management institutes, I don't know about the others, may not like to comment more about that, but I personally feel that these days students keeps on doing so many activities from their school days to the level they come to the PG education. I think we should give a chance for them to reflect on their potential fully. So what we do in Flame is we work around on a sliding principle of selection, wherein we shortlist candidates based on their previous academic achievements, how well articulated statement of purpose in the application, how did they fare in terms of their interview interaction. So let me tell you here that when it comes to interview interaction, we make sure that two of our senior faculty members coming in from different specializations together speak to these students so that they can give a different perspective about the management education one, and second about anything which students need to know about the Flame University. Or
I
anything
have a question here. When
in
comes to
general.
interviews,
Sure.
You have years of experience. So can you find out when the student is faking or कब वो फेंक रहा है, कब वो ज़्यादा कर रहा है? You can find out.
Yeah, we can.
तो बस fake ना किया जाए, भाई लोग fake मत करो.
But we also check fake रहा है तो how confidently they are doing it. And at the end of the interview, we give a feedback also that look guys, if you are not don't know about a subject, have that gut to say that sorry, I don't know about the subject, because you are just about 21 or 23, 24 if you come with a work experience, but you need not to know everything what's happening in the world around, right? You can be subject expert, you can have a subject knowledge or domain in a particular area as such, but say that I don't know something coming in from other area, but I have heard about till a level of ABC, but I can find out. I mean that if you have that approach, we'll appreciate that.
Correct. So interview is not a go no go gate. कि ऐसा नहीं कि interview में अच्छा नहीं गया तो तुम्हारा होगा नहीं selection. So if you are good academic record or if you have good score in your exam.
Yes, we also look at your extracurricular achievements. We also look at if you have work experience. Though it's not mandatory when it comes to Flame, it's not mandatory. But if you have that, obviously we are going to look at you in a little different way. How well articulated your SOP, as I said, versus what all you did in your essay. So what we do is we call students for online essay. It's a 20 minutes duration and they have to write or express their thoughts in say 200 to 250 words, not more than that in 20 minutes. Why specifying all these numbers here is because the kind of SOP what you write in the application versus what you do in on the spot essay, so we immediately get to know your thought process, the way you express yourself, right? Because SOP could be like you have taken a help of some professional counselor or maybe a Google copy paste versus what you do on the spot matters a lot.
Right.
And that's where we look at whether you can really write persuasively or whether you can communicate persuasively. You may not be perfect there right now, but that's okay. To a level, if you come, we are here to give you that more inputs in the next 2 years or so.
Correct.
That's how we look at.
And then one major problem which is coming is a travel part. Suppose I apply to 5 colleges and I'm not from a major city. Suppose I'm from Jabalpur or Nagpur.
Sure.
So I have to travel a lot every time.
Correct.
So with this online process, I think that everything is sorted out. The complete process.
Absolutely. It's sorted out. Is because see, I've told you 2 things. One is that student has to completely mention about their all credentials in their application. Secondly, essay is online. I've told you it's a very crisp, like 20 minutes. So maybe you have to block say 30 minutes, 40 minutes, not more than that for writing an essay. Once you have done that, for that also we give you an entire week window for you to complete the essay, and then subsequent weekend we call you for the interview interaction. Again, that's going to be online.
And I can choose my date. I can choose when.
Sorry, I mean you can't choose a date for interview, but of course you can choose a date for the essay, wherein we give you 3 to 4 days window to complete the essay. I think that's sufficient for any student because they can surely block 20 minutes, 30 minutes for writing essay. After that is completed, then comes interview, and then interview interactions again for 20-25 minutes, not more than that. We expect students to block only that much of time. We will be flexible, rather we have been flexible with students in case they have some paper or submission in their graduating colleges or something urgent on the work front. We of course do shuffle a slot here and there to support them. I think with that they are able to manage. So that's how we look at it in terms of schedule. It's really working both ways well for us also and for the students also. One is because it can quickly be finished and we can come back to the student with a selection status as early as we can. Of course, for each admission round, we have a deadline for the students to complete the application and for the admission office to announce the results. Having said that, if students have completed everything in time, we give the results on the stated deadline. So that's sufficient for the students, I think. That works well for both.
Correct. And then last point, which is about the exam. So normally, because some colleges accept CAT score, some accept CMAT score, ZAT score, so some get confused कि भाई करना क्या है. So which all exams you are accepting?
See, each exam which I have been talking about, so at Flame we accept CAT, which are conducted by IIMs, we accept ZAT, which is conducted by XLRI, we accept CMAT, which is conducted by AICT, we talk about MAT, which is conducted by All India Management Association, of course state CT because we are in the state of Maharashtra, we accept that, and NMAT and GMAT also. Now we have so many options given to you. Each test has a different difficulty level. Each test has a different registration window and a test window and a different timelines for announcing the results. Now what best suits you, you look at that, register for that test, prepare well. We consider all these tests which I mentioned. If you have 2 or 3 entrance tests given and if you submit the scores, we have a facility by which we can consider one of the best. So again, it works in the benefit of a student. So I'll not say restrict to one test or like 1 or 2 or either CAT only or only NMAT or only write CMAT. I'll not specify that.
Correct.
We have a, I mean the process is designed in such a way that we accept all these tests and the benefit goes to the student, I feel. I'll tell you how. Like suppose you are a working professional and you miss that deadline of say writing a CAT, which happens in the month of November, December, right? And you have missed a bus for that particular year. Would you like to wait for the entire 1 year? You may not,
Correct.
right? So you have so many other tests going on. Have a look at their difficulty level, look at their pattern, register yourself, prepare well and submit the scores to us. One more advantage what we have here is that you can have our process completed. So you can write essay, you can complete the application, you can write essay, you can have your interview done and wait for your entrance test scores to come. The moment you get the entrance test scores, do update us. We'll look at your application again in conjunction with your other credentials and give you the selection status. So it's like very flexible to the student, I would say.
Wow. This is more of an international style of hiring process, hiring student, not hiring student, but giving admission. That there's no one fixed no gate. Correct. Score chahiye ya acha interview chahiye, acha ye chahiye. So look at everything.
Look at everything.
That's more interesting for students, more easy for students.
Such that we can really recruit the well-rounded, or kind of a candidates. Correct. So that they can also enhance their learning experience at Flame. That has to be the bottom line according to me.
Correct.
Right?
Great. And guys, last date is approaching soon to apply.
Yeah.
In case you want to apply, the link I've given in the description box of the video. You can check it out.
Sure. Thank you so much. Nice talking to you.